Hey all, Mr. Rip here. Wanted to do a review on Archimaeus. Again, another one of these great heroes. Anytime they put out, these elementals or the Yuta, they tend to be pretty good. Sometimes it's a crapshoot. Some of the older ones are kind of junky, but this one's actually pretty good. So let's take a look at his SG. Okay, so if you look at it, just the basic SG out of the box, he increases his own energy recovery rate by 20%, and then you increase the application of or extension of Mana Frenzy by additional 5 seconds. And then at level 10, each layer of Mana Frenzy attack bonus is increased to 3%. Then at 20, it's increased by 3.5%. And at 30, at the start of battle, Archimaeus gains 1,000 points of energy and increases the attack stack limit of Mana Frenzy by 15 layers. So pretty decent there. Let's see the talents. So if you look at one Celestial Cycle, when allied heroes' HP drops below 30%, all heroes are reset full of HP, removing all debuffs and control effects. This effect can trigger up to 3 times with cooldown of 8 seconds and 15 seconds respectively. Pretty cool. So kind of like an attack slash mini healer type of thing. So upon activation, all ally heroes become immune to damage once, and overall damage dealt increases by 18%, stackable to 3 layers. Now this is awesome. Damage immunity for the entire team, which is amazing. So that just sets him apart right there. And then let's take a look at his breakthrough. So if you look at level 30, in his Mana Frenzy state, the skill takes effect without being cast. So reverse entropy, pretty nice. And then for Trinity, level 60, each layer of Mana Frenzy increases the probability of simultaneously triggering divine damage and strike by 1%. So pretty cool, each layer. So remember, Mana Frenzy, if we go back to the SG, 15 layers, so you can increase 15% divine damage. Okay, so that's pretty cool. And then let's see skills. Let's go to his ultimate. Mana Storm. He enters that Mana Frenzy state for 10 seconds. If already active, its duration is extended by 10 seconds. During Mana Frenzy, his attack increases by 2.5% per second, up to 25 layers, and resets when the state ends. Additionally, he deals 390% attack damage to all enemies, and after 2 seconds inflicts a small secondary AoE damage of 210%. So one of them is all enemies despite where they are on the battlefield, and the second one is an AoE damage. So pretty cool. Awesome attack. So when casting the skill, for every enemy less than 5, the damage multiplier of the extra damage is increased by 20%. Triggers at least 4 chases. If less than 4 targets exist, the remaining chases will be directed at random targets. Okay, and then let's go over to here. Binary Interference. Casts to the nearest 2 enemies, dealing 430% attack damage, causing both to fall into an interference state for 6 seconds. During that period, the damage they receive is increased by 18%, with an additional damage equal to 18% of the damage the other receives. So if there's only 1 target, their damage is taken is increased by 40%. The damage multiplier is increased to 460% at level 2, so bumps up 30%. And then when the skill successfully hits, up to 5 buffs are removed from the target. And then level 4, each Mana Frenzy layer attack boost extends the current interference duration by 0.1 second, up to 3 seconds. So not too shabby. So reverse entropy applies reverse entropy for 8 seconds to the weakest allied hero. During that period, the damage received is converted to healing, which is cool, and healing received is converted to non-lethal damage. The effect ends early if the target's HP falls below 25% or reaches 100, but will last for at least 3.5 seconds. And then at level 2, 40% of the target's damage converted to healing also heals Archimaeus, while 40% of the healing converted to damage deals damage to the surrounding enemies. So pretty cool. Healing himself, his ally, and doing AoE all at the same time, which is really awesome. His Mana Frenzy state, the skill takes effect without being cast. So that's awesome. Trinity, his attacks cause either divine, strike, or regular damage at random. The divine damage ignores defense, and damage increases reductions but cannot deal critical hits. Strike damage always triggers a critical hit. So the cool thing about the divine damage, right, for the Trinity is, remember, he gets that 15% bonus when we are talking about... let's see, I forgot where I saw that.
Class is in session.
Where was it? Was it here? Whatever. I forgot it. I forgot where it was. Anyway, so and we talked a little bit about. Oh, it was his breakthrough. That's right. So it was his breakthrough damage. So again, the layer of Mana Frenzy increases the probability of simultaneously triggering divine damage and strike damage by 1%. So that's really cool. So then when we go back to here, he can actually do divine and strike damage at the same time. So that's really cool. So level 60, I think, will be, pretty handy for him when I get him there eventually. Still got a ways to go. I'm here at 34, but I still haven't even tapped into his full potential. So overall, I would say this guy is an absolute must. I would say Yuna, Gilga, Terra, Mythia, Undine, and then maybe this guy as far as like the best heroes in the game. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Archimaeus, the patron of knowledge. If you have any ideas on what teams you like to put him with, or you have any things that you want to point out, feel free to reach out or put them in the comments or reach out in the game. Otherwise, have fun out there playing the game. Good luck.